EBI update
Dose.
number 2.
Welcome to our living room.
Woo!
Hola.
Hola!
We're learning Spanish, and as you can tell by the smiles on our faces, it's going great.
Actually, it's not that bad. We both are using the app called Duolingo, and I'm actually picking up and remembering a lot from what I studied in high school, and Jeff's doing better.
I'm doing a lot better. I now know how to order orange juice, where to find the bathroom, and how to get to the airport.
Now, just don't ask him too quickly because it might take him a minute.
Processor's still a little slow, but the verbs are coming.
We just wanted to share with you kind of our review of 2022 and then what we're going to be looking forward to in 2023. So in 2022, we were able to go to candidate seminar in July, and then we were officially on the deputation process.
Yep.
For us, it was a little bit different because Jeff is still working full-time and I'm home with the kids. And so it's been a little bit slower than we would have liked, but we did get to go to a meeting in Michigan, and then we had a second meeting here at our home church at Grace. We have made it to 10% of our total, and we could not have done that on our own. It was all God and all of you, and we want to thank you for that, for your prayer support and your financial support.
And that was a huge key, is it's not just those who have given financially. We so appreciate that, and that's ultimately what's going to get us to EBI as soon as we can. But it's also those people on Sunday mornings at Grace or wherever we're at different churches coming up to us and just saying, hey, we're praying for you. That just means a ton to us. Obviously, we believe that God has called us to this. We believe in the sovereignty of God. And sometimes when the pace is slower than we want it to, God has a lesson in store for both of us. Mandy and I aren't necessarily always classified as patient people, and we don't usually do things halfway. So this has been a good learning experience already, even in the less than 6 months that we've quote unquote been on deputation, to go, wow, God still provided 10% of our need, and we feel like we're incredibly behind, and really we're not. We're right on God's plan.
So that was our 2022, and now we're gonna look into 2023. We are so excited. We have Niles, Ohio, that's gonna be coming up in March, and then we also are going to be in Emlenton, Pennsylvania in April. And while those are only 2, we're hoping to fill up our schedule in April and May and beyond to hopefully get those even more filled in. And honestly, we're looking and hoping to get some in February too. But we're so thankful for these churches that are opening up to us and that we can share our burden for EBI.
We're just really excited to have family in both Pennsylvania and Ohio that we can stay with for a little bit longer stretch of time if we need to fill up our calendar and to hopefully raise some more support that we need. One of the biggest things about 2023 that we're looking forward to, but it's
a little scared of.
A lot scared of, at least on my end, is we have what we have called now for almost 3 or 4 months, what we call our Trust God date. And that's going to be March 31st. That's the date that I'm going to stop my full-time job at Ashley Lay Real Estate as their marketing director, and we're going to go full deputation mode. I'm going to have a little cubby at our home church, Grace Baptist Church in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I'm going to be able to make phone call after phone call after phone call, and we're just going to work on filling our calendars. So March 31st, if you can pray for us on that, that's what we call our Trust God date. I'm going to be stopping my full-time job, and we're going to be relying on part-time jobs that I'm going to put together in the in-between, but also just full deputation mode from there.
So along with making new contacts, we have a few prayer requests to go along with what we're going to be doing in the next few months. The first is that we are praying that churches will respond. That might sound weird, but the churches that we've been able to call, we keep getting voicemails or we keep, playing phone tag, and we just really are praying that they would respond and that we would be able to get meetings. Jeff has been working so hard on the time that he's able to make these phone calls, and I'm praying, and I hope you would join me. The second prayer request that we have is for our kids. They are doing so great right now, but they don't really understand that we're going to be traveling a lot.
Especially when they love our church so much, Mandy and I are truly blessed with our kids, especially their attitudes right now. Yes, they're still toddlers and there's still a lot of annoyances that go with that. Trust me, parenting's not easy. However, both of our kids are always excited to go to Awana, always excited to go to Sunday school. So we just want you to pray for our kids in this transition of just kind of hopping from church to church. It's going to be something very new for them. And then lastly, we would just love for you guys to pray for EBI. We've got some dear friends down at EBI that are just going through a lot of hard times in life. And so we just wanted to bring the name Debbie Poe to you. And Mandy, what's Debbie going through?
So Debbie and John, her husband, work at EBI. John and Debbie were missionaries in Peru, and they had to come stateside because Debbie had some health issues, and she just had to go through a hernia surgery, and she's just having a hard time recovering from that. It's been going really slow, and she's slightly discouraged, but we have been praying hard for her, and we want all of our prayer partners to lift her up and help this recovery process go so much smoother and easier for her and for John as well, because he's also in the office and trying to take care of Debbie and making sure that, you know, she has all of her needs. So it's just a lot on both of them right now, and that's been a big burden on our hearts. We love them, and they're kind of the whole reason, well, not the whole reason, but they're a major part of the reason of why we're going down to EBI. It was their influence and their heart for EBI that really touched us and helped open our eyes to see that we have the skills and abilities that they need down at EBI.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching this far in. If you did, go ahead and text me at 570-881-2596 and just let me know that you watched the entire way through, and I'll send you a surprise emoji. Thanks so much.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
All across the eastern seaboard when you're talking about Ohio and Pennsylvania.
Yeah, right.